Episode 223, May 2nd, 2017. My name is Thomas Philly. You can find me on Twitter at Thomas Philly. And as always, we have producer Matt in the studio.
Assad, it's...
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
It's a nice day out. It's turning to about 67 degrees. I definitely like that. But let's hop into the first setup of the day. We're not wasting any time whatsoever. First setup of the day is submitted by Oliver. Oliver is 15 years old. His setup is actually in a shed. Sounds like a great idea. Winky face. That's what Matt put.
Tom literally like read word for word what I wrote.
I don't know whether or not you wanted me to actually do that.
I thought you could play it off because I know you're a good actor. I thought you'd play it a little more serious.
Hey,
like.
I just like reading word for word from what you wrote. That's
but really,
all.
it is in a shed, which I think is
that's really cool. It's a big ass shed. I can tell you that much.
For people that don't know, we
do this show in the shed. It's converted studio basically.
Yeah. Ours is better.
His YouTube is Boxter Mayati. It's Boxter Maiti. So. Follow him on YouTube if you want. He does videos, I guess. I don't know what he does videos on, but his setup is pretty cool. I mean, like I said, I love the shed. It's really, like, I don't even know how big the shed would be. I mean, I don't know what's behind them, but it seems like a huge shed.
He's got a little bit of everything going on in there.
Yeah, I mean, he's got his bed in there. It's just like I love the open room concept. It's definitely cool looking.
It flows. Yeah,
it definitely flows. The one thing I had problem with, it's not really necessarily a problem because there's no like usability issues. Like, I understand you want to show off your PC with the little light inside, but it does force your setup to the left side. I know the usability is fine because it's not blocking your mouse or doing anything like that, but the only issue is like the mic off to the right. Like when you actually want to use your mic, how do you, like, where do you put it in your setup, or do you just leave it off to the right?
Yeah, there's not a lot of room for it.
There's not a lot of room, so maybe getting a mic stand would be nice. I mean, you have the room maybe on your desk to even just get a little clamp for it. That'd be okay. But I think the usability is fine. Is there the LED remotes that are off to the left? Find somewhere to put that if there's just velcroing it to the bottom of your desk or just finding a different spot for it. It shouldn't be there. But I love the little little piano. What are you laughing at?
Someone said it looks like a sauna, and it really does.
It does, yeah. The wood paddles and all that.
Yeah, it's funny.
Yeah, it's actually funny. Yeah, I love the piano that's off there. It has its window dedicated for it, and you can just like roll your office chair over. Super nice. I wish there was more theme like around your setup itself. I understand you probably can't put stuff on the wall, but maybe you could just put like a cool little canvas thing above your setup, depending on what you're into. That'd be nice, but there's really not much else to say about it. I like the lighting, the teal, like greenish, mint looking LEDs are nice, but it doesn't really match your wallpaper. So maybe trying to find a more coherent color theme would be nice. And that little spotlight above.
Do you think it's weird that he does that though? It looks like the Pixar lamp is in the corner for a timeout.
It doesn't really do much like for lighting, I guess. Like I'd rather just have it like focus on like the room itself. But hey, if he likes the way it looks, then hey, whatever, do your thing.
Yeah, by the way, not to cut you off, but there are few stupid people that are saying this is photoshopped, he's obviously faking it.
It's a panorama.
Yeah, it's just a bad panorama. I mean, have you guys never used a phone before?
Oh yeah, no, I just saw the one other thing, the speakers. I don't know like if they're being like cut off at all, but they seem fine. I don't know. I'm used to having this like speakers on the edge of each monitor, but I understand you don't want to have one off all the way on the edge of the desk. But it's not the end of the world. Its usability is fine for that. Let's just go to the next setup of the day, though. Submitted by Michael. Michael is 31 years old. He's a gamer, YouTuber, and Twitch streamer. Just search for Eternal Saber Gaming if you want to look him up. That's pretty cool. Was featured on LG Ultrawide Festival 2015. If you guys didn't know, Matt gave away a couple ultrawides back. 5 of them, yeah. And we had special guests on and all that. Yeah. You guys got to check out those videos.
Or 6.
It was a lot. It's a lot of ultrawides to give away. I can tell you that much. But he did not win, unfortunately. But he does have he does have an ultrawide though, which is nice. Yeah. Definitely, he's got a lot of cool stuff. I'll say that first before I start talking about what he did wrong. But he has a lot of cool stuff. What he did wrong, if you go to the second photo, you can tell more easily. Is that a corner desk, Matt?
No, sir.
And I don't know. Just for me, like, I'm a skinny boy. I'd probably be able to like use that like okay without any issue. But at the same time, I don't know. It just doesn't work. The keyboard is hanging off.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if you are as thin as a piece of paper. The keyboard itself is not going to be super balanced. So that right there is like a dead giveaway. You're doing it wrong.
No, you're definitely doing it wrong. So what I would do, I was thinking before the show started, because I'm like, maybe I should start going over what people should do before the show actually starts. What he should do is move his setup off to the right. Because if you look, he has his mic arm with, like the mic and all that. If you put off the left side, that wouldn't make any sense. So center yourself on the right side, move that shelf that's on top of your desk over somewhere else, because for some reason you have shelves on your desk, which is the weirdest thing I've ever seen.
Mount it to your wall or something.
Mount to your wall. I was just thinking maybe just put off to the left side, have all that side for, you know, like theme and all that.
Yeah.
Then you could put your PC in the corner slanted, you know, because the PC looks very nice. It's a very sick LED looking PC. Don't know much about PCs, but it looks sick. So having that in the corner would be nice. The printer could, you know, stay in that location or just moved over to the right.
There's a filing cabinet off to the left side. Maybe he could put the printer on the filing cabinet.
Yeah, just depending on how, you know, the wires would go and all that. And unless it's a wireless printer, which would be nice, then you could put it over there. That would be definitely an option. I like the brick wall, though. I think that's awesome, but maybe adding something to the left wall. You have the clock up there, but screw a clock. You have clock on your freaking monitor screen, for God's sake. And yeah, out of sight, out of mind, if you go in the second photo, there's a lot of stuff underneath the monitor, and he's got the Wii U and all that. That's why moving to the right would be just ideal. Get rid of that stuff underneath and, you know, just make a spot for your Wii U and all that. But maybe getting extended mouse pad would be nice after you do move over and all that. And I think the theme is perfectly fine for the most part. Just adding a little something extra would be nice. Do you have anything you would add to
I
this?
think he has everything he needs. It's just not in the right spot. Usability isn't comfortable. You didn't complete the theme like you were saying over here. If you were to just move things around, really show off your computer, get the usability back to how it should be, I think it's a solid setup.
Yeah, no, it definitely is. And you really got, like, you got a decent score, but usability really hurts you there. So let's go to the next setup of the day, though submitted by Owen. Owen is 14 years old, uploads gaming and football videos to his YouTube channel, Owen HD. He's no longer SD, standard definition. He's HD, so go check him out. We got one photo to work with. I mean, it's a pretty decent setup for a 14-year-old. Let's be real. It's like you're using what you have and all that, and it seems like, you know, his parents are pretty nice to him, you know, giving him some nice stuff and all that, but it seems like that TV above is an issue for me. It's old, you know, bezel's fatter than your mom, but I just don't know how...
Hey, that's my mom.
Okay. Yeah, I just feel like I don't know how angled down it is. I just don't know how usable, unless you have a bed behind you, but it seems like you're using that at your setup. I just don't know how usable that is. Looking up like, okay, that's fine. Like, I'll just use these monitors. So that's okay. And he's got dab. That's great. Just get that off your screen. Just stop.
Minus 20 points.
Yeah, it like someone said, it's too cramped, and I definitely think so. I mean, I understand maybe you don't have room on your right side, even though you have a huge light that could possibly be taking up room that you could use for your setup. Maybe moving yourself to the right would be okay, but I don't know what your right side looks like. I don't know what's there, so maybe to the left side is your best option, but just blocking the shelves is just not something I would do. You know, you have a whiteboard blocking one shelf. You got the clamp on one of the shelves, which is a good idea, but I just feel like that left side is just not being used properly at all. I mean, like, I don't know, just the shelves seem very, very empty, and like the stuff that's in it, like doesn't seem like it should be in there.
Putting a whiteboard over it, like,
yeah, it just, like I said, yeah, it just doesn't seem like you're using that left side to your advantage. Like the actual setup itself, like usability is fine. Like, you know, the mics, like the mouse pad itself is not in the best place because you have like your mouse barely hanging on for dear life. Getting a bigger mouse pad would be okay. But it's like speakers are fine. Location, well, it's very
speakers
cramped.
Facing towards the shelves.
Yeah, but you can easily just turn that in. It's not like it's being like blocked or something like that.
Well, now he knows.
It's very cramped, like I said. Bart's hanging off, you know, the shelf. Yeah, I saw that. You got to treat Bart with a little more respect than that. And yeah, you can't really put anything on the wall because everything's being taken up with something, a window, a TV, and all that. So it's really hard to give you a good scoring theme. And I noticed too, he has 2 garbage cans, which is pretty cool. He's got a SpongeBob one and then a normal, yeah. Don't know how to do SpongeBob. But I don't know why you have 2 garbage cans. And both of them are like kind of full. So I mean, it's just like maybe just cut down on one of them. I know that's not the end of the world, but I don't know. It's tough with that setup. It just, I wish you could move out a little bit more, but if you can't, just kind of like condense, clean up and all that, and you'll be fine, Owen. You'll just be perfectly fine. Let's go to the next setup of the day, though, submitted by Haydn. Haydn is 19 years old. He's currently going to college, so this is his dorm setup. He was actually on Setup Spotlight a while back. Don't know how long ago,
was it?
Yeah, it was, yeah. Because I wanted to show off, it was a nice looking, college dorm setup. Because if you look at the second photo, his LEDs are really showing. It definitely adds some color, some character to it. And I wanted to show it off. So yeah, if you want to go check out more on that, you know, his Setup Spotlight is on the channel. It's a very simple setup, really not much to go over. You know, speaker placement's fine. I don't know how loud you could put those speakers because they seem like very, very good speakers. I mean, very, very expensive speakers. You know, the monitor placement's fine for, you know, the space that you have. The PC's not in your way for usability and your leg space and all that. The top right, I don't really worry about because it's like, it's a college dorm. Like, what do you expect? You can't have everything tidy and kept away and all that. The stuff on the left, you know, little posters and all that, for what you can do at a college dorm, you did great. I mean, it's just a nice splash of color. He's got friends, black and white. Yeah. It's just like, yeah, it's a very simple setup. There's really not much to it. You're using the stuff that the college gave you to your advantage. And really, like I said, nothing to it. It just,
that
it's
chair,
a very,
though.
Yeah, just, yeah, I don't think he could bring in his own chair, or he probably doesn't want to at least.
Yeah, I'm sure it's not that bad. It's just like one of those library chairs.
Yeah, it's like, oh yeah, I got to go to the library and study. Like, that's all I can do. But yeah, it's very simple. Really, there's nothing else to say about it unless you have something. Yeah, it's a very nice setup for a college dorm. You have anything else you want to say about it?
No, someone said that the PC's in a terrible spot. I highly disagree.
Yeah, if you look straight on, it is mouse and keyboard. It's perfectly centered with the monitors and all that.
That's not in his way at all. And he's tight on space as is. I'm pretty sure this is somebody else's.
Yeah, he doesn't want to interfere with someone else. So I think he uses space perfectly.
Yeah, 10 out of 10.
Yeah. Let's go to the next setup submitted by Scott. Scott is 14, enjoys playing games in his free time. Scott, did you take a picture with the potato camera?
I'll admit that it was really small.
Yeah, that's what I thought. It was either
times it by 2, and now it looks like poo poo.
It looks like poo poo, and this is not trying to be mean. It's the worst setup of the day.
Ooh. How old is he?
14.
Oh.
Yeah, he's 14. I mean, it's okay. It's not a bad setup. If you really look at it, he's got a place designated for his gaming, and then he's got a laptop with his little monitor next to it. Don't know how like great the monitor is and all that. It's very like the glare is kind of like making it so you can't even tell what's going on the screen. But
is that like all fingerprints and shit?
I don't know. It's the picture is just not the best, really. I just don't know. Like, yeah, you got a laptop, you're using what you can, but then you have the keyboard in front of your laptop, and like it just seems like you don't have enough space to even use, you know, the keyboard. You're using what you have with the desk and all that, combining 2 desks together. I just wish you had more, you know, room to like this. Like, I would just get rid of the monitor. I'm just being real here. Get rid of the monitor. I don't think it's really necessary. Save up when you get a job and all that, and get like an actual monitor or get an actual PC, because you have like a TV that you could use as your PC down the road. I mean, as your monitor down the road. But like, yeah, it's tough because like I don't know how big you are into games and all that. Oh, he enjoys playing games in his free time, so I just screwed myself over that. It's a tough setup to talk about. You know, he doesn't have much to work with. You know, there's really no theme. He's got like football like helmets in the top right, but you can't even see it really.
It works for now, but he needs to eventually get a legitimate L desk with legitimate peripherals and accessories.
Yeah, it's really that's all you can do right now. It's not really not a lot, and it's just not a good setup. It's just not the, and it's like really, it's like I don't want to be too mean about it, and that's really what it comes down to. Let's go to the next setup of the day. We're going from the worst to the best setup of the day, submitted by Rowan. Rowan is 17 years old, uses this setup for productivity and a bit of console gaming. This is a laptop setup currently because his PC broke. He's about to build a new PC though, so that's pretty cool. His YouTube is Killer Potato Productions, so go give him a subscription if you like his content. Go watch his videos first. Don't just give him a free subscription. That's just crazy. You got 4 photos to work with. Matt's showing the 4th photo, showing off that awesome shelf, the LEDs and all that.
We need one of these.
Yeah. I mean, it's very nice. It definitely, he used that shelf to his advantage. The 3rd photo shows off, he's basically in the corner of the room, like an office, like executive look, which I definitely like in this room. He's got the New York, Paris, Las Vegas posters, white, you know, he's going for like a minimalistic look, it looks like. I just like that. It's nice. The 2nd photo shows off more of a straight on, closer look of his monitor and all that. Everything's really nice. And then the 1st photo is like a panorama showing off, you know, the whole setup itself, the whole room. He did a great job. I really like the way he put everything together. It's very different, you know, like I said, the executive look where it's kind of like cornered off. No one can see what you're doing behind there. Great for naughty things, at least. I was trying to think of a better word to say with that, but yeah, I like it. I mean, like he's got a separate thing for console gaming. He's got his main display and all that, and the speakers are okay. I wish they're kind of more angled in, but you know, that's cool.
Homework over there.
And he's got homework station over there. He's got everything planned out. He knows what he's doing, and he's using his desk. I think it's not the greatest looking desk, not the greatest usable desk, but
really?
I don't know.
I love that. I think
I just don't like the corner piece, like the corner piece where he has his console.
Pops out like
yeah,
that.
it just looks awkward. But I think it's a nice looking desk. It's very clean. It's not like disgusting or anything like that.
I think if it was like black, yeah, it would look pretty cool.
Yeah,
but
especially because he has white and black basically everywhere else.
I think the layout works perfect. He broke it into 3 pieces, as it technically is 3 pieces, 3 pieces, and it. I think he utilized it very nicely.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, and he's got stuff on the wall to show off what he's into and all that. It's a very, very nice setup overall. Let me just check on what I took points off for. Out of sight, out of mind. I'm just like being picky with like the left side, just because I understand that's all your work stuff and like pencils and all that. I don't like the way it looks on the table itself. Maybe getting something that better hides it or just better makes it look pretty. I mean, like, I don't know, just being nitpicky here because it's really not a bad setup. Everything is fine. I gave like 9s on everything except for out of sight of mind, which I gave an 8, because cable management, you can't really see any cables throughout the room except for like the mouse cable and like maybe the headphone cable. It's a very, very clean setup. There's really nothing wrong with it. What I would change, I don't know. I really don't. I feel like you know what you're doing and you know what you like in your setup and all that. I just think you did a great job. I don't want to go too overboard saying, I like this, I like that, I like that. I think it's pretty straightforward on what makes it a great setup. So do you have anything else to say about
Someone said get a monitor arm, but I don't think that would work because of the kind of desk it is. I don't think there's a huge lip on the back.
Yeah.
Also, it looks like he's right up against his bed. Okay. So it might be hard.
I don't think it's the end of the world though, because I think the monitor's not being like.
Yeah. Well, he was just coming up with things to
give advice for. Yeah,
not bad.
No, did a great job, Rowan. You deserve it. You deserve a great score. Next setup of the day though, submitted by Jonatan. Is it Jonathan or just spelled differently?
That's how he put it in the email.
Jonatan. It was just think Jonathan without an H. He is 12 years old. Wow. He uses a setup for gaming and homework. We got 4 photos to work with. This one showing off, basically everything. The second photo shows the closer up on the main setup, I guess. And then we got the third photo showing off cable management in the full garbage can. Very, very full. And then the fourth photo shows off the other cable management on the other side. I don't know what the other setup is used for. Did he say that in his email at all?
No, I hope he's not sharing it with someone because this isn't his bedroom.
Yeah, maybe it's like his little brother or something like that, and he's 12. I mean, let's be real. It's like,
who knows?
I mean, he has a lot of stuff for 12 years old. Like,
he probably hates his brother too. He's like, sit in this shitty chair.
Like, come on, dude, you can't do that to me. I guess we'll go over the second photo because that shows off, I'm guessing, what his setup is. I mean, I wouldn't think that the right setup is his. The monitor alignment, I understand it's not easy to do and all that. And I feel like they are the same.
It's not that hard. Look at this shit.
Are they the same monitor size? I'm pretty sure they are, right? I feel like the right one's smaller. Yeah, because like,
look at this has the little lip at the bottom of Phillips, and this has the little lip at the bottom of Phillips, and then this one
has Phillips,
also has the little lip.
Yeah, so I guess they are all the same monitors. The alignment, I understand it's hard to do, but you gotta maybe just make it look pretty for the photo at least, and then
ask your dad or something.
Yeah, ask someone to help you out with that. You probably need 2 people to get it perfectly aligned. There's a lot of stuff on the desk. I like the fish tank or the tank itself. I don't know what's in it. I can't really see. It's not a fish tank. It's probably a lizard tank or something like that. That's cool.
Wild snake.
It's a wild
king cobra.
It's a wild python in the wild.
Actually, it's too overexposed to even tell, or it's dead and he's just leaving it there.
Yeah, he's just looking for a little pet to have down the road, and he's just like, I'll have it there for now.
Yeah, catches someone's dog, puts it in there.
I'll just see how it works, dude. I mean, come on. I just feel like the stuff along the wall and all that, it's like, yeah, you got cool stormtroopers and like little things along it. I just don't know how great it looks like underneath there, especially because you have so much space, from the monitors to the desk. I just don't like that area. I don't know. It just doesn't work for me. He's just got a lot of stuff. It's very hard to tell with the night photo kind of look to it, and the LEDs. There's a lot of different colors going on. He's got red, blue, purple, green, white, yellow. Just like, God, you got to choose something. Choose something and stick with it, because at least 3 colors, like blue, purple, white, something like that. Just don't go over the place with like a rainbow kind of feel to it. Everything above is like so...
It
so
could
busy.
be great. It really could.
Yeah, I just feel like he has too much stuff, and it's for a 12-year-old that's like first world problems. But
Yeah. I don't even think it's necessarily the contents of it. Like, yeah, maybe this shelf has a little too much.
Yeah.
But I think it's not even like what's on the shelf. It's that he put the monitors so
high up, yeah.
And I mean, it's like a staircase. Like, it goes like higher.
Yeah.
But I think because it's so high, it makes the shelving look stupid. That's why this side, believe
Looks
it or not,
clean.
it looks way better.
Yeah, no, it's definitely cleaner to say the least. Yeah, wire management, he did a great job. Empty out that garbage can too. I just feel like if it was in a day photo, it would look better. I think the night photo definitely doesn't help his case. It's not necessarily a night photo; it's just turned off lights photo.
Well, I think if all the lights were off, it'd be better.
Yeah, because then you black out that thing completely. But maybe I don't know how tall you are, but maybe start or rearranging the stuff above and I just realign those monitors and just work from there. Maybe lower the monitors down because it seems very, very high up. Yeah, but that's basically all I have to say about that setup. Let's go to the final setup of the day, though, submitted by George. George is 15 years old. He's using his setup for productivity and gaming. Ooh. Well, George, do you like white and black? Because it seems like you kind of went for that in this setup. It's very nice. I mean, you can't go wrong with white and black, to say the least. I'll first say that there's no theme. Yeah, you got David Beckham on your screen.
Well, he's got tickets on the wall, Tom.
Yeah, I mean, he's got little theme. Like, I gave him, not a great score for theme because there's no color to it. There's really, I don't even know what that would even be. But he's got stuff on his desk.
Tom, come on.
Yeah, I was going to say maybe move the speakers over. That right speaker, just switch it out because you have the left speaker against the monitor. Why don't you have the right speaker against the monitor? Just symmetry, would definitely help. But it's so simple. It's so white. It's like you need to add some color to it. I mean, I understand maybe you want to go for that white and black look, but you have some color on your keyboard and your headset looks like has a green hint to it. Maybe just choose one color and kind of work with it. The LEDs are very faint. Can't really tell you got the light blue look, but maybe you add some more LEDs and all that, and then have the left side for a nice poster or a nice shelf or two shelves because you have the room for it. I'm guessing the TV is for something else because it's off right now, and
who knows if it even works, if it's even connected.
That's true, but I would hope that it's for something that's across the room, like a couch or bed, something like that. You better not be using it at your desk, at least. But yeah, I mean, what do you say about the setup? What do you add?
What's with the light here? That is this. Not a fan of that. I don't think it really.
It's like a night light.
Yeah,
in the corner.
I get that you use it to obviously light up your desk, but it just looks so weird right there.
Yeah.
Like Tom said, move the speaker so that's symmetrical. I mean,
it's not a bad setup.
Add to it, and then
cable management. Yeah.
You just screwed yourself over hardcore. You know how hard it's going to be to get
undo that
tape off of. Oh my god. The idea of Velcro is that it comes right off. This is, if you need to unplug something, you're screwed. Plus, the wire mold, you don't want to keep it all the way down.
Hung down, yeah.
Take it to where plus you're not supposed to cut a hole into it. You're supposed to go into the bottom and swoop in. So
could you just have it a little higher up, near the signum? Because I feel like you can hide it with the signum. I don't know if it has to be that low, where you have to have the wire mold.
But he definitely needs to cut this excess off because if you look in the first photo,
it's noticeable, yeah. And the wire just trailing
Why
across.
would you tape it? The whole idea is to hide the cables. I understand if you want to manage it and leave it showing, but taping it, oh my god.
Someone said paint the wall behind his setup a light gray.
That'd look cool.
That'd be pretty cool.
Keep the other walls white.
Yeah, because it's a lot of white, like I said. Maybe try something different. I understand you probably can't paint your wall, but hey, it's an option, and I like that. That's a nice option to have. But yeah, that's it for the show. Let's go to the scores. The scores are pretty decent. Oliver with an 80, Michael with a 74, Owen with a 72, Haydn with an 84, Scott with a 68, Rowan with first place with an 88, Jonathan with an 82, and George.
What? Jonathan with 82? I give it a 22.
Yeah, well, yours is different. And then George with a 72. Breaking down category by category with Jonathan, it's out of sight, out of mind, got points. Accessories, had a lot of accessories, so I'm not going to give him a bad score for that. And theme, he has a lot of stuff that could constitute his theme. And, out of sight, out of mind, what hurt him, and cable management a little bit. But yeah, that's it for that. That's it for the episode. Episode 223, recorded live on May 2nd. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys